So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert, if this is your first time tuning in. So today we have a very special guest, the Penn 2 here, in an all blacked out color, kind of like that that dark black, matte black color. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this review. Real quickly, if you guys could do me a huge favor, please like, share, and subscribe on this video. That helps me out as a creator. It helps this video reach more people who are also interested in fishing rods as well. So today we're going to be reviewing this one. I have another Penn rod that I'm going to be reviewing. You guys will probably see that video the following week after this one is uploaded. We also have some sponsorships. We've had some businesses reach out, so we do have some sponsors that we're going to be doing some videos on in the following weeks as well. But yeah, real quickly, we'll go ahead and get into this. So first thing you're going to notice is this awesome, sleek, black, matte colored rod. I mean, this thing stands out. You know, it's just it's a sophisticated yet manly looking rod. That's the best way to describe this, is sophistication coupled with manliness. That's just what it looks like. It looks like when I see this, I think of like a Dodge dually blacked out truck. That's what I think about. It's sleek, elegant, but yet it looks tough, right? That's what this kind of reminds me of in the rod world. So this is a two-piece combination, so you can break this down and fit it into a smaller vehicle. I know a lot of people have these questions when I make videos like this. Is it a two-piece, one-piece? And I'm bad about not describing that in the video. So it is a two-piece. Now, like I said earlier, it is a 10-foot rod. I guess I can go ahead and read off some of the specs here. So it is a 10-foot heavy and a moderate fast action rod. And the poundage, what is recommended at least, is 20 to 40 pound with monofilament. Now for your braid, you're going to be looking at 30 to 65 pound braid is what's recommended. Your lure size is going to be between 2 and 6 ounces for the lure. So you can get a good size weight on here. For those of you guys who like to fish down at the coast, on the beach, or in our case, we like to fish the lakes from the bank, and I can get a good swing on this rod. So we'll do the wiggle test here, I guess is the best way to put it. So this is what it looks like here. You know, it has some give. It's not too stiff, and I know a lot of us do this. Don't laugh. I know a lot of us do this in the stores. We get a freaking fishing rod. First thing we do is we spin it, and we give it the wiggle test. So as far as like on the wiggle test, it has some good flexibility. Why is that important? Because I like to be able to get a good recoil on the rod to get a good catapult. So that's the reason I like a good rod that has some good pulling power, but is also flexible enough to give me some power to swing it out and launch it out. Basically, it's basically like a little what are those damn things called? Catapult. It's like a catapult. It has some good catapulting power here. We're going to go ahead and read the specs here in a little bit, but just want to give you guys a quick, I guess, up and close of what this thing looks like here. So again, guys, all these rods will be linked down below in the description for anyone who wants to check out the specs, read the specs, get more pictures on it, just read more information on it, or purchase it as well. All of this will be linked down below in the description. Definitely check it out down there. So if any of you guys who kind of keep up with Penns, this is the Penn 2. The previous generation to this one was the Penn. What was different about that one was obviously the color. That one was in a blue color. The blue was kind of matched with a little bit of blue and black, and the reel itself was also blue and black. It was a real cool reel. Also, it stood out as well. Just with the color combination, it really stood out. My dad actually owns one of those. So, and by the way, my dad is actually who gave me this. He bought me this. I think he saw one of my YouTube videos where I talked about another rod that had caught my eye, which happened to be this one. Then he surprises me with this one. So that's probably what happened. So thanks, Dad. Appreciate it. But yeah, so going on about some of these other features it has. So I'll kind of read off what it has printed on the reel itself, which is a 2+1 bearing system. a gear ratio of 5, 3, and 1. Now, we kind of already talked about it a little bit, but where's the mono? So on the reel itself, it's going to say mono. So mono is monofilament, and it's going to be 20 pounds. This is recommended, right? Or what it can sustain, what it can hold. Mono is 20 pounds at 340 yards, 25 pounds at 310 yards, 30 pounds, 230 yards. Now, if you flip it over to the other side, if you guys use braid, I'll read that out to you guys right now as well. So braid is 50 pounds at 475 yards, 65 pounds, 390 yards, and 80 pounds, 345 yards. So that is for both mono and for braid. Again, guys, so one thing that I really love about the Penns is, which you guys are going to see on another video, is the handle's different on next week's video, but this one are the ones I like. This one you can grab it with 2 fingers and give it a good grip and good turning motion. I just really like these grips. Not all of them have them. They're coming out with some newer ones that are more circular instead of elongated like an egg, but I like these the best. Now this one is an 8,000 reel, so it is one of the bigger ones that they do make. They make 6,000, 7,000s. These are one of the bigger ones, which are the 8,000s. Now as far as the bail is a little bit skinny. It's not so beefy like some of the other Penn rods that I do have, but they do have a good click. They pop into place, which is cool, which is good. Again, sometimes once they start to wear out, they don't really pop in place, or sometimes they pop open, and yeah, you have a whole mess. One thing that Penn really does have, I guess, a little bit of a signature is they have this little rubber ring that runs around where you spool your line. That kind of helps to fish are going crazy. That kind of helps to kind of get a good bite when you are spooling your line, so that way you don't, lose your line on there. So real quickly before I forget, guys, I forgot to mention the weight on this reel is very light. The reel and rod combination is very light for what it is. It's an 8,000 reel with a 10-foot rod. So it's very light for those of you guys who like these bigger rods but don't like lugging those heavier rods around. This thing is actually pretty light compared to some of the other ones I have that are the same 10-foot by 8,000 style rods and reel combinations. This thing's actually pretty light. This one right here is the one we're going to be doing a review on next week, and this one's actually heavier than this one. So just a little tidbit of information there. Now let's quickly talk about the reeling ability of it, the smoothness, I guess you should say, of the reel. It's a very smooth reel. I'll put it right here next to my microphone so you guys can hear it. Very quiet. Of course, right now we're not really reeling in anything, but it is pretty quiet. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about with this reel was the eyes. So the eyes are very important because sometimes some rods are made a little bit differently and the eyes start to wear out. So once the eyes start to wear out, you start to get your line real frayed, and eventually it's going to bust and lead to you cussing up a storm because you lost your big fish. So this is a solid one-piece eye that they basically bend the material back, so it's real smooth. I'll kind of zoom in for you guys here, give you a side angle. So it's just one piece that is rolled over, so it provides a real smooth transition, and you shouldn't have any issues with the string here. Yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap up this one. I will show you guys another video and another Penn that I'm gonna be doing here today as well, but that video won't be uploaded till later. But if you guys are interested in checking out this reel, reading more on it, everything will be found down below in the description. Real quickly on the rod, I'll kind of pan out the rod so you guys can see it. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Hope you found it informational, useful, and yeah, if you guys are in the market, check it out. Penn, this is not sponsored by Penn, but Penn, hey, if you're checking it out and you like it, want to sponsor me, go for it and give you guys some free advertisement. Love your product, love the products. So yeah, without further ado, be careful, be good, take care, and God bless, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.